right, Taurus, I've got your April 2025 reading coming up in just a moment. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, playing along. If you're brand new to my channel, my name's Cody. I'm your conscious soul reader. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you are already a YouTube subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. Welcome back. Let's look at week by week, and then we will do a mini reading at the end for if you're in a connection experiencing issues, and then we will look at singles open to dating. These are going to be mini readings at the very end. A new style I'm doing. I hope y'all enjoyed that last month. I hope to be on time this month, so let's get started here in just a moment. If you need to book a personal, everything's in the link tree in the description box, including the other platforms. Recognize any of them, go ahead and give me a follow. I'm on a regular schedule, all platforms, so the more places you recognize me, the more chances you will have to catch me. Let's look. We're going to get all the cards on the table first, and then we'll do the reading. So we'll be editing a lot of that down and out. Let's look week by week here. Now we'll speed things up. Here we go. Week number 1. Ace of Wands, week number 2. 7 of Swords, week number 3. 5 of Cups, week number 4. 8 of Swords. Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. Full cards, sideways. Week 1, Hermit. Week 2, Emperor and the 4 of Pentacles. Week number 3, Tower. Week number 4, Ace of Pentacles. 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 9 of Wands, High Priestess. Okay. And what else can I tell Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Week number 1, Chariot. Week number 2, 6 of Swords. Week number 3, 2 of Wands. Week number 4, 6 of Wands. 3 of Cups, Death, Emperor, 7 of Cups. Queen of Wands again. Okay. Okay, collective. So I feel like you have a very eventful month coming up. The first week, there's some kind of a realization with the Ace of Wands out here. You may have discovered that somebody tried to start something on the side, behind your back, and now you're faced with the challenges of having to now deal with it. Or this was you who started something brand new. You've thought about this for a while, and now you're taking off in this new direction. It does not seem to get off to a very smooth start. I have a feeling here, if this is a project, it doesn't get off to a smooth start. If this is finding out about another person, it's a rough month. It doesn't just go away in a week or a few days. This is going to carry over potentially into the next month because there's a very life-changing attachment to what was discovered, what happened here. If this is about you deciding to go into a new direction, maybe some of you started your own business. Maybe some of you had decided to go to a new job and it's not quite what you're hoping here. You're quickly realizing that they lied to you. These people completely tricked you, got you in the door, and now you're having to come to terms with it and figure out, can I turn this around? Can I make this better? A lot of you are attaching yourself to the catastrophization of this not being it. And when we put ourselves in that mentality, it's very difficult to pull yourself away from that, to start to look for the positive whenever you've already assigned yourself to the negative. Okay. The Fool card out here is showing that there's either this sense of faith or there is a sense of carelessness that has happened here, which is a big no-no for Taurus. Taurus is about structure and expectations and being very succinct with scheduling, time, budgets, all the things, right? So this is about being very meticulous, and the Fool card does not play well with Taurus. Very playful indeed, very entertaining, but not good for much as far as the Taurus is concerned, except for the blind faith. But Taurus likes to have some research, something worthy of investing in, some tangible evidence to support the benefit of your investment, right? So anyway, so by the second week, many of you have stepped into your authority to try to obtain as much as you can and not get yourself too out of sorts so that you can accomplish what needs to be handled based on this very upsetting information here. Somebody may have stolen from you, somebody may have lied to you, somebody may have cheated and betrayed you, and they may have stolen money from you. Somebody may have stolen a position from you at a job where you were promised a certain level and it went to somewhere else, and now you're having to deal with the fallout of that. Some of you are being overlooked for a job. Some of you may have felt like you had this job on lock and you're having to move away from something where you thought you had it. You may have done so many things to try and get this job with the Seven of Swords. You called in favors. You went above and beyond to make sure that they knew you wanted it. You may have gone, you know, above and beyond with the boss, the owner, the manager. And now you're having to cut your losses and move away from this. Even though you invested a lot, you're feeling like you're at the short end of this, short end of the stick with the Ace of Wands out here. By the third week, many of you have attached yourself to the negative here. I've got the Five of Cups, the Tower card, and when the Two of Wands is paired with both of these, this is an inability to see any other way forward. You could be beating yourself up pretty badly about a past decision that has put you in the situation where you're at now. Some of you may be really disappointed in the fact that here you go again, having to do this again. By the fourth week, you're picking yourself up a little bit more, but you're still in your head. You've still managed to somehow tie yourself to this experience. Maybe even to the fact that, you know, people know about this, or maybe people saw this happen, and you could be trying to hide away from some invented shame. You may have invented shame in your own head, and it could not, maybe it's not even there, and you're tying and attaching yourself to some kind of a shame. Interesting. Gonna be a rough week. Excuse me, it's gonna be a rough month, Taurus. According to mine, check your other placements. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. So we've got Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, right? 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands, High Priestess. 3 of Cups, Death card, Emperor, 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords. This is somebody else getting what's owed to you. Either there's a third party here, and now you're the one having to deal with the aftermath of it, or somebody else got a job or a position that you were promised, and now envy has settled in pretty heavily. You've settled into envy pretty heavily. A lot of you are racking your brain to the past, wondering, you know, did I miss cues? Did I get this wrong? Did I understand this wrong? A lot of you are way in your head about that. 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, High Priestess. 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Like, you're just like, I could have sworn I heard this differently. I could have sworn we were good. I could have sworn this was a different scenario. And you're having a hard time. I feel like you're having a really hard time understanding this. Betrayal takes a while to settle in. It takes a while for our ego to detach from what we wanted and what we hoped would happen, especially for a fixed sign. I'm an Aquarius rising. I get it. So especially for a fixed sign, it takes a while for your mind to catch up to what's being experienced because of our ego. And the disappointment settles in whenever we start to pull ourselves away from the plan, what we know, moving into the need to discover information, like what do I know? Do I really know? And then now you're distracted, and now you're uncomfortable because you're distracted, right? So taking this one thing at a time is really going to help you to not get overwhelmed. I feel like many of you might exert yourself in trying to get way too much information to where you're chasing versus acquiring. Okay, there's a difference. There is a difference. All right. So let's get some advice. Okay, let's look at some advice and see if we can't get an outcome also. And then we'll pull some oracle. What's some advice for Taurus? Poor babies. 6, 7, 3 of Cups. You're all in your head. 4 of Swords, Page of Wands, 5 of Pentacles. Don't spend too much time here. Don't spend too much time here. This does nothing for your vibration. This does nothing for your healing journey. The details don't matter. What matters is that you have information enough to give you the ability to move from this point forward, okay? Sitting too much in your past energy is not going to help you to be able to move forward. The past is meant to help shape you in the current position, to push you to where you're meant to be, not to dip back into and stay there and stare into the rear view and remember and lose your focus and lose your momentum to go forward by staying stuck, looking backwards. I've got a lot of you starting to do a lot of investigation and research and knowledge seeking here about this connection and partnership for some of you, or this decision that you poured your heart into and deciding what's important and what's not important. Okay, this is about really untying yourself from an attachment here. This is something that you have put very forefront in your mind. This is basically the foundation in which your whole mind is operating right now. Whatever the situation is, whoever these people are, they're living rent-free in your mind. And that does you no favors. Also, why would we give people that hurt us all kinds of room to allow for us to be off of our path, off of our game, off our edge? We want to be able to take our power back over our thoughts, our feelings, and our emotions and assign them a proper meaning so that we can detach them from the pain. Only you can decide if you're going to detach yourself or not. And you'll know when. You'll know when you've had enough. And I feel like there's going to be this moment where you just get completely sick of this. Don't overcorrect and go completely cold and callous towards all relationships. It's not like that. This specific experience was meant to teach you a specific lesson so that you could become a greater and better you in the future. It's not all these people. It's not all that sign. It's not all those types of people. It's not that person. This is a lesson. Use it for you. It didn't happen to you. It happened for you. Okay. That'll help you start snatching some of that power back. Okay. Let's get you to your future higher self. Future higher self for Taurus. And get you redirecting your focus back. You will be blessed with more than you could ever imagine. Your mind is so limited. You can only create joys and bliss from places that you've already experienced. We cannot possibly accept even bigger than where we've already been by holding on to what we think we're going to. Let go of that. More than you could ever imagine. Surrender your thoughts and ideas of where you're going and just go with it. Forgiveness sets you free. It keeps you from hanging on to what was never meant to be. Man, that card's been coming out. You will be surrounded by people with different agendas. It may scare you away, but fight it. You got this. Those people with those different agendas trying to knock you off course, trying to distract you, trying to question what you think and feel, what you know, what you've acquired. Be careful. They're trying to scare you. People love to feed on fear. Plus, it's a dopamine hit. It's addicting. You're pushing yourself to exhaustion. Enjoy yourself between all your hard work. I know many Taurus, and they are workers. So, yes, that does track. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. Take a vacation. Take some time off. Have a long lunch. You know, schedule an extra long massage this month. Whatever you need to do. The wheel will turn in your favor. Keep going. It's not always negative. All right. Ebbs and flows of life. You're currently in a down tick. You will soon be back in an uptick. Keep going.
Don't take action when there's a feeling of resistance. Resistance is there for a reason. It's trying to redirect you to something more aligned, something that's ready for you and that you are ready for. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Don't delay the inevitable. I know change is scary, and I know the unfamiliar is a really uncomfortable place to go, but this is where you can truly see what you're made of and excel to places that you never knew you could by pushing yourself. Go outside of your comfort zone. It's really empowering. They're trying to prove to you what you're made of. Go with it. Don't worry so much about not finding love. It will find you. You don't need to search for it. Being in love with life and in love with your purpose, in love with your mission, in love with your education, in love with yourself attracts in that same energy. Okay? Vibration first, attraction second. Something from your past will resurface. It's okay to revisit. If and only if there is no toxic tie to this past thing, yes, it is okay to revisit. If there is some sort of horrible memory or painful experience tied with it, use your discretion. Take chances. You'll realize how perfect something will turn out. Again, pushing you outside of your comfort zone. You're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. And you're currently under construction. Be patient with yourself. This takes time to build greatness, to build something monumental that'll last for a while. Okay, we don't want to just slap this together. Be patient with yourself. You're reinventing yourself. We have to unlearn and relearn. That takes a minute, at least. Okay, if you're not interested in the love readings coming up next, I feel like that was your reading. Thank y'all, Taurus, so much for tuning in, playing along. I appreciate each and every single one of you for being here. If you need to book a personal reading, everything's going to be in the link tree in the description box of this video. Scrolling all the way to the bottom shows you all the other platforms. You recognize those. Go ahead and give me a follow so you don't miss me going live or posting content. It's different. It's all over the place. I have a regular schedule so you know when to find me and where. Until next time, all the health, wealth, and abundance you can stand. Bye, Taurus. Okay, Taurus, experiencing issues in a connection. This is your reading. Let's find out what's going on with Taurus in a connection, experiencing issues. What do they need to know? Capricorn energy. What does Taurus need to know? This is going to be a brief mini reading. Okay, what are we telling Taurus? You position, Two of Swords. Very difficult decision. Past was Ace of Cups. Near future, Nine of Swords. Wow. We've got a Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and an Eight of Swords. Yikes. What did they do? Ooh. Oh. Oh. There's somebody from the past. This is a past thing. Somebody's coming back around. Maybe somebody's thinking about somebody from the past and it's causing issues in your current connection. Some of you may be thinking that one of your past loves may have gotten away with the Ace of Cups back here and you're wondering if you chose poorly. I've got a King of Cups, King of Wands, and a King of Swords. We've got the Six of Cups and the Judgment card out here. Somebody thinks that they made a mistake where they're at and they're looking to the past as if they have missed out on something. They got pushed aside. Somebody else got pushed aside and they are feeling it. The retrograde's hitting you hard. You and yours. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords. This does not get better. Maybe this was brought up. Maybe somebody mentioned it. Maybe somebody said it in their sleep, said a name in their sleep, and now it's all y'all can fight about, talk about, think about. Got the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles. So now everybody's in their head wondering, you know, is there something going on behind the scenes? Are you going to try and see this person? Are you... Look at the Four of Cups. Somebody here deeply regrets letting something go from the past. I've got the Seven of Wands, Death card. And defending their choice maybe to your face, saying, oh, no, I'm over that. But something came up. Maybe there was a message. Maybe there was... You know, maybe they said something that made you question them. And you're like, you know what? I've been thinking about something and this and this and this doesn't track. Your person may have given you some answers that is like, wow, okay, you're still in love with the past person. What am I doing here? Is kind of what this is giving. Others of you may have discovered recently that there was a love offer made to somebody. Maybe they didn't get chosen. And now you are aware that your person's out there trying to get, you know, get picked up on. Whatever this is, but there's something here where there's absolute infiltration. I got Three of Pentacles, Three Kings, Nine and Eight of Swords, Two Fives. Lots and lots of regret on the board as well. Regret for decisions, major decisions made. And not a lot of love. I've got regret for past love, 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. That's it. 5 of Cups. Regret for past love. Because it ain't it now. Wow. Okay. Let's get an outcome. Queen of Swords reverse. So this is not being received well. I feel like somebody is talking trash. Talking big trash. King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. There has been a complete and total removal of emotions, and now decisions are being made. Somebody, yeah, full card, Empress, 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Just below the surface, 5 of Wands, Devil, 5 of Swords, 8 of Cups is your boiling point. Your boiling point's just resting just below you getting your footing and bearing based on what you're going to do now. So you're deciding what your moves are going to be. I feel like if this person asks you too many questions, you're going to snap. I feel like once you get out the door and get down the road, you're going to snap. Something here where you're just going to be like, that mother? You're going to twist way off. Way off. But it's not in the moment because you're a very practical doer, right? You're trying to get your ship pointed in the correct direction, and then you're going to go beating down the ocean with your middle fingers in the air. Okay. Let's get some... Let's look at the Magic 8. Anything for Taurus? Anything for Taurus? So we've got a runner for spring, so that's going on like right now. Somebody here, you may confront somebody, or you get confronted, and there's a run. This will turn around by autumn. Somebody here is making plans by autumn. They're going to have a nice free summer. Here's the summer card. Wants your attention by autumn. We've got a new love. Maybe they'll hang out with this new love all summer long, and then by autumn realize that the grass wasn't greener and try to come back around. Fat chance. We've got unsaid things here, and then your energetic match, push-pull, outlook good, holding back, wants to commit, good intentions, too many triggers, opposites attract, too one-sided, chaser situation. What a nightmare. This is volatile. It feels like somebody gets really traumatized by being caught or by being questioned or pushed to have accountability, and they give chase, and then the time settles in, and then they decide that it's not better out there. Maybe I should have faced my demons, and then they try to come back around to close some old cycles. They want your attention here for some unsaid things. Maybe they'll come back around like, I've been thinking, things are different. You were right. But I don't know if you'll be open to hear it. Since this feels karmic, let's grab my karmic deck. Let's see. This feels a little karmic. We've got money hungry, obsessed with money, material possessions, status. You guys may have been through this round and round. Here we go again. We've got blocked, rejected out here. Some of you may get blocked or you block them. Yeah, can't let go of this connection. Expect them to return later. Should you both let this go, then they will definitely be back. We've got Caucasian, light-skinned. I wish we could talk. You are or were better off as friends. We do have I love you coming out, but they tell you one thing and act like another. Very loveless indeed, because it feels more physical than affectionate. Better off as friends. Caucasian, wish you guys could really talk. Wish they could open up. I feel like they are deeply insecure. Maybe you helped them feel better about themselves. I led you to believe something untrue. Bottom of the deck, we got somebody who's very petty and or childish. They do regret choosing them and acting like they were happily single. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and you're done. You're over it. Some of you are looking into getting divorced. Some of you are looking into restraining orders. Some of you are looking into getting all of your passwords changed, things like that, right? Because this person's very sneaky, very shady, sneaky, shady person. You found them that they were doing one-night stands, possibly hooking up with other people. Air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air signs coming out. And we've got baby mama, baby daddy issues. So fun. All right. Okay, Taurus. A little bit more information. If you need to book a personal, everything's going to be in the link tree in the description box, taking you to my website. Also booking mentorships there if you're interested. Going all the way to the bottom, I'll show you all the platforms where I'm going live and posting content. Make sure you recognize those. Give me a follow so that you can catch me on my schedule or the other content I'm posting on other platforms. Thank you all so much for tuning in, playing along. I wish you all the health, wealth, and abundance you can stand. I'll see y'all next time. Bye. All right. If you're single and open to dating, if you like pina coladas, let's see. What do single Taurus for April? What's going on for April? Taurus, open to dating. Quick little mini reading. Oh, okay. You also open to dating. Ready. They're ready. You're ready. Like a lot of you have done a lot of healing. Yeah, you've done your emotional healing. That's great. Six of Swords, your recent past, and you're ready to put yourself out there. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Got the Hermit card. You did great healing. Now you're ready to put yourself back out there. What a good plan. With very realistic expectations, too. So smart. You must be in my collective. You must be one of mine. I'm seeing here that in your recent past, you may have gone through something pretty life-changing, and this pushed you into some deep spiritual healing, which looks really good on you. It looks damn good on you. You're shining bright. You are attracting a lot of people. People can tell that you've worked on yourself. It looks good. This is attracting in the bees. You're smelling like honey, Taurus. All the bees are buzzing around this spring, and you're ready, open to receive. Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, very, very powerful. You're giving off that divine goddess, that boss man energy, right? We've got that Knight of Pentacles with the Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands, giving a certain sense of mystery and allure, not letting anyone get too close, not letting anybody get too close, but definitely attracting a lot of attention, and for all the right reasons. Yay, my students. Thank you for listening. I like it. Okay, let's get some details about this Romeo or Juliet. Let us look at some details. Oh. Nice. Nice. Okay, what's some more details about this person for Taurus? You're both different from each other, but it works, okay? Maybe you don't have too much in common. Maybe you have very few things in common, but it's interesting, and they're interesting, and you're willing to, feed off of each other. They slid into your DMs. Oh my gosh. Maybe you met them out and about somewhere, and they got your name, and they found you on social, and they're like, hi, remember me? Yeah. Very close with their friends and or family. They have a good, close relationship with their friends and family. Recently single. So you're going to want to give this time. Maybe they're more recently single than you are. It seems like you've done your healing journey. Could be a Genja. Got red hair. They have red in their hair, could color their hair red. In the sunlight, in the sunlight, I have a certain tinge of hair red in my brown, so that could be a possibility too. More open to PDA, not afraid to claim you and to show that you guys are a couple when they're out in public. Very talkative, lots to say, major communicator. They could be quieter at first, but once they get to know you, they'll open up once they feel safe. This person is a night owl. And their average height, here comes blonde hair, could have strawberry blonde hair. Got somebody who's a little into themselves, more self-absorbed. They may be more apt to talk about themselves than they would you, okay? Just be warned. We've got somebody with short hair. I consider that about shoulder length or less. Bottom of the deck, we've got Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Also got hazel eyes. They have a very unique name, uncommon, non-traditional name. They could be a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, so watch out for that. Also have Capricorn placements showing up, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Leo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Taurus, single Taurus. That was your reading. It was 33:33 when I ended it, but I'm sure it'll be longer because I'm going to edit out and then add in. So I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. If you need to book a personal reading, go ahead and check the description box. It'll take you to my link tree. This is where you will be taken to my website. You'll notice I'm booking mentorships and personal readings. Help yourself to look around to the different items I offer. If you have any questions, reach out. Going into the bottom of that link tree will show you all the other platforms where I'm going live and posting content. Make sure you give me a follow if you recognize any of those. I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon, Taurus, for your birthday month coming up next month. Yay. All right, Taurus, all the health, wealth, and abundance you can stand. See you soon.